Greetings Marines, FiOth here, and in this vid, coming to you on the very first day after the Dox's rework, we will be discussing a new build that I put together after the stream. Thank you very much for coming by the stream, and with this one you'll be able to turn your medics into powerhouses, so let's take a look at it. This build came to me as an epiphany because a good friend of mine was using something on his dog that I never considered to be as useful as it actually is. But we'll take it from the top. Suppression Station, because now the Suppression Station can be used without any energy, and you can have a constant buffer on the battlefield that will slow enemies down and give you breathing room. The usefulness of this cannot be understated, and I spoke about it in my previous dog build as well. However, now with the new infinite usage of its secondary function that we have available, it becomes that much more useful. Surgeon's Hands, because it stops you from being interrupted whilst doing pretty much anything, should work on every class, only works on the dog right now because it is bagged, so we'll use it on the dog. Bedside Manner, larger bleed out time, and even better, you pick up down allies twice as fast, which is a lifesaver on Extreme and Insane. Empowered by rapid recovery, giving them even more HP when you pick them up, 50% more to be precise, and making the timers 20% longer, adding up to a 50% longer bleed out times. Even on Insane, now you have a couple of seconds to pick up your ally and save the day. Support system. Your outgoing healing is increased by 20% while you're the dog, and allies now gain 50% ability recharge speed while standing near you, on top of the 15% of your own recovery. So you pretty much give the benefit to your allies as well. Anesthesiologist is pretty much the strongest perk in the entire game when you look at the numbers. If you take even a nick of damage and 10 seconds passed, 10% of your HP, temporary or normal, is added to your pool of HP. And this can net you some insane results. My friend Ori today was running around with 3500 HP, which is of course ridiculous. Neurotoxin Specialist. Dealing damage to an enemy weakens them, causing them to deal 20% less damage for 5 seconds. Keep peppering the place with bullets and everyone is debuffed because you're awesome and you're helping the team. Readiness. Your movement and ability recharge speeds are increased by 10% and your reload speed and handling are increased by 20%, making you a more consistent combatant and giving you better recharges of your abilities. Now, the stims. I've been a hater of the stims since the game came out, and I still believe that they need something more. But the way we're gonna build on them is gonna make them awesome. So, we start with Overdose. The cooldown time of combat stims is doubled, but the effects are twice as powerful and last 50% longer. That is, you get an additional 50% accuracy and stability, an additional 30% stamina regen, and an additional 15% of your movement speed for you and your allies, which is great. Then we go on to Super Serum, and this is, my friends, contribution to the build. Combat stims grant 30% handling and additionally cause stamina regeneration to no longer be halted by dodging for its duration. This means exactly what you saw in the opening vid. You can dodge indefinitely. And on Extreme and Insane, the lack of infinite dodges is what gets you killed in the end. You'll dodge one attack, you'll dodge two attacks, you'll dodge three attacks, but then you get swarmed and you will be cut to pieces. This is not only good because of the dodges, but because you also have much faster movement speed altogether. And this combined with the Suppression Station pretty much gives you the ability to be where you need to be, not be where you shouldn't be, and be able to place a constant move buffer to complete your team's defenses against the overwhelming hordes. Those things tied together makes the usage of combat tips that much more substantial, but we need to have them at the ready more often because the cooldown is awful. So we're going with migraine solution. Headshot kills reduce the cooldown of combat stims by 1 second. This will tie into your individual skill. I suggest you use a hard-hitting weapon like a Kramer hand cannon, maybe the rapid responder, a sniper rifle, perhaps everything that can hit for a substantial amount and score you a 1 or 2 hits headshot kill should help with migraine solution. To tie this all together, we need batteries included and rapid deployment. This you get from level 2 on the gunner and the phalanx. They're universals, and this will decrease our penalty of ability recharge speed on the combat stims by 40%. We are now sitting at a meager minus 10%. We're not affecting our ability duration anymore because 50 is the sweet spot. From then on, we're getting diminishing returns. And with migraine solution, that meager minus 10% is pretty much non-existent. We will be having them faster. If we stay close to our allies and use field magic passive, that is 15% or 30% recharge speed in accordance to how many are near you, you will be able to use these boons on your allies all the damn time. Also, in case you want to ask, beneficial side effects are not to be used because the combat stims that they grant you are unmodified and thus pretty much useless. This is my experimental drugs build. I hope you found it useful and find a place for it in your day-to-day and high-end gameplay. Again, I want to thank you for coming by the stream, guys. It means the world to me. I also would ask you to take a look at my Instagram and Facebook. I have them in the description below. Please always check my descriptions. I probably have something to say in there. Also, I started a Patreon for whomever wants to help me out with improving the content and, the whole process of making content. Your support is highly appreciated, guys. Sub, like, and share for more content like this. I'll keep it coming, I promise. And until next time, be well, stay frosty, and always strive for perfection. Cheers.